In this video, we'll be speaking about who are my ancestors. What do they, and by the end of the video, you'll know what do we know about the prehistoric ancestors? How do they live their lives and what happened to them when the Ice Age ended? So I'm Varney, spiritual teacher, coach, mentor, and also author and podcaster. Please like and subscribe the channel. It really does help. So without further ado, let's get on. Who are the prehistoric ancestors? This is a question that really does puzzle anthropologists and archaeologists for years. However, recent discoveries have shed new light. And we will explore the prehistoric ancestors of modern humans and discuss some of the theories about their origins. And so, do you really know who your prehistoric ancestors are? Tell me in the comments. Do you know? And not many people do. I know not the ones that lived 10,000 years ago. I'm talking about the ones that lived millions of years ago. That, believe it or not, we can all trace our roots back to some pretty amazing creatures. So we can. But however, there are many, many spiritual people who believe in reincarnation, and they think that we come back on Earth in different forms many times. Some people think that our prehistoric ancestors were in our previous lives. But there really is the prehistoric ancestors are the spirit animals, the nature spirits, the trees, the plants, the grass, the sky, the clouds, even the squirrels are the prehistoric ancestors, those what I call the fairies and things like that, and they can really, really help you ground into your energy, and this is why it's really important to walk in nature. Now, I used to walk, I haven't walked for a couple of weeks actually, but I used to walk every day. It was a hike, it wasn't a walk, it was a hike. And I was with all the prehistoric ancestors, the waterfalls, the trees, the spirits, the birds. However, and I used to see magic within the sky and all around, and things that we used to see within the birds, and I would see the same bird in the same place for days on end, and I knew it had a gift to give me. Same with the water, connecting to the water spirits of the prehistoric ancestors, and it's really, really, really powerful. To the point that my whole body was gyrating, vibrating at a really powerful level when you connect to the water spirits. And people think, you're off your head, Anne. What do you mean connect to the water spirits? Connect to the trees. I used to have, when I would be on my walks, nobody's about me, I'd be on my walks and have these trees, huge ancient trees, and I would feel myself going into the trees and feel the denseness of the trees, and they're really there. And a good way of connecting to the trees, the prehistoric ancestor trees, is putting your third eye to the tree and setting an intention, asking a question, and just asking, is there something, if there's something bother you, something you need to know. Same with the sky, the clouds, set the intention that you're going to go into the clouds or the sky. And lots of people do this in hypnosis, people just do this without even realizing they're doing it. Yeah. And you can get some really powerful answers, when you really do connect to your spirit animals, your nature spirits, your trees, your plants, your clouds, your sky, the sun, the moon, all these. Because think about it: how long has the sun been there? How long has the moon been there? Powerful powerful. And how did the trees and the plants, how did they live their lives? The spirit animals. Usually, you'll find with the spirit animals, sometimes they're crossed over spirit animals. I used to have a rabbit, an actual living rabbit, Louis, who lived for 13 and a half years. He did Louis. Because I used to always give him energy. It's a very long life for a rabbit, house rabbit. And we had to actually put him down because he was so unwell at the end. He just still didn't die, He still it did in the end, obviously, because I had to help him because he was suffering so much. But actually, Louis comes into some of my meditations. Gives me gifts within those meditations. And it's really powerful to see. Same with dogs, although I've never had a dog since a child, I love dogs, and a lot of my friends have dogs, and my mother as well. And when they crossed over, no intention of meeting the dogs, and when I've went into the spirit realm, the dogs have ran to me, just to show me that they're in a good place and what have you. Yeah. And some people say, but the Ice Age happened, and this, that, and the next thing, with the anthropologists and the archaeologists. Yes, it did happen, but they're still all around us. They're still there. Even in our 3D world. Sometimes you just got to put those magic glasses on, and actually set the intention that you want to connect, you want to be with those ancestral nature spirits, and you can even do this just with the mind's eye, going into meditation, actually just going into the heart space. Always go into the heart space when you're doing your meditation, use the breath to do that. And then visualize the prehistoric ancestors, the fossils, the fuels, and what have you, and just go into to see what it actually is like, how they can help you in the present time, because we have such power and magic within us that we don't even use it. We don't use that because, one, we haven't been shown, and two, we are really we don't believe. We just don't believe that they're there. But really, just go into the heart space and connect even to the nature spirits. The invisible fairies, the goblins, the leprechauns, all those kind of things. You can really connect to a powerful level. Yeah. I'm Varney, and if you would really like to connect to your prehistoric, ancestors, and any other type of ancestors for that matter, the biological, the primordial, the DNA, the who's a master, the wisdom keepers, the archetypal, all those kind of ancestors. We do this in the Spiritual Awakening Academy, where you learn how to connect to your ancestors, your spirit guides, your angels, your shamanic guides, and we also learn deep spiritual ancient wisdom and healing and energy manifestation methods, and so many other things that we really do within the Spiritual Awakening Academy. Come over, join the tribe. There should be a link down below. If there's not a link down below, go over to anvarney.com and you'll get it there. Speak to you later. Bye-bye.